This segment brought to you by Kansas Regenerative Medicine. Your stem cells, your health, your life.
The Anderson family has been well entrenched as agricultural producers in far northwestern Cloud County near Jamestown ever since Robert Anderson's grandfather immigrated to that area. After a brief collegiate stint, Robert returned right back to the farm to partner with his father in the family dairy operation. Eventually, he met Charlotte, who was also from a farm near Wakefield. They married and made the transition into beef cattle production while keeping a hand in the crops side with Robert's father and brother as partners in Anderson Farms. And they've their own separate cattle operation, Red Maple Gelvy. In total, Robert and Charlotte account for 2,800 acres of crop ground, roughly half of that in wheat, and 1,500 acres of pasture in support of their 225 beef cows and 190 stockers and feeders. Their 3 children, Ryan, Amanda, and Rochelle, are all still involved in the operation to one degree or the other. Robert reflects back on the origin of Anderson Farms.
My granddad actually moved over here from Denmark, and he was a blacksmith in Jamestown. When he got an opportunity to buy this farm here where we live on one quarter, and then jumped to Dad when he got started. I think he spent a couple years in the National Guard. He was away from home, but then he started a small dairy when he got back had to have some income. So he started milking. He started with 10 brown Swiss cows, and it kind of grew from that. And in '78, we built a little bit bigger barn, went to a double 4 herringbone, and expanded that up. We was milking around 120 cows when we got out of it, and that was in '98.
But you made it a quick transition into beef cattle, right?
Right. Yep. We actually there was a dairy from West Virginia that moved to Kearney, Nebraska, and they just came down. They bought the whole herd. We kept all the heifers. We raised them and bred them, and then sold them back to them as bred heifers. And in the meantime, as pastures were opening up, we were buying some beef cows. And then, I don't remember the years, but we picked up some more grass and just kept expanding the beef herd from that.
Let's bring Charlotte in. You were raised, well, not all that far from here, closer to the Manhattan area and the Junction City area, correct?
Well, I grew up on a farm as well. We had beef cattle, straight bred Herefords, and crops. And then Dad always gave us a share of cows, and then when we got married, then Dad said it's time to take your cows, and he bought out. I sold my 5 Herefords, and then that's when we bought 5 Gelvy, and that's how the beef cow, that's when we determined what breed we were going to go into. And then we just started working from there, and now we mainly did purebred because, of course, we didn't have a lot of land to work with.
Watch Ag AM in Kansas online at agaminkansas.com.
Sure Crop Fertilizers was started by my father, Don Sherman, and my mother, Shirley Sherman. Family business that started in the 80s. We predominantly focus on plant nutrients and what we can do to give growers better responses with the fertilizer dollars that they do, and what we can do to make those things work better for the grower. We're based out of Seneca, Kansas. We work with growers in their soil analysis to figure out what they need, and then we can put those in a blend that gives them the best results, and so that we can deliver that direct to their farm so that they have those nutrients where they need them, when they need them, and so that they can apply them in a manner that's very efficient to them and works well on their planting systems and what they're doing. Sure Crop Fertilizers has been around for a long time. We always say we're big enough to take care of everything you need, but we're small enough to do it quickly. You can get a hold of us at 1-800-635-4743. Our website is surecropfertilizers.com, and you can always email me at Corey@surecropfertilizers.com, and with any questions you have, we're glad to answer it and work with you.